Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're not. So for today's video I have a tutorial on this full face look right here. The eyes are using blue tones with a pop of glitter and nice carved brows. And then we also did the full face with a nice cool toned nude lip. As always, there will be a full product and brush list on my blog with more pictures, and that will be linked down below. So I hope you like the look and I hope you enjoy. So to start off, I'm using my usual Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is in the anti-aging formula. I'm just popping that all over my eye and buffing that in with a brush. So then I'm going to start with the brows, and I'm taking this dark brown shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'll start by outlining underneath my brow, making sure to extend the tail. And then I'll outline the top of the brow, and I like the front of my brow to be more soft and faded, so I start about a quarter of the way in with my outlining. And then I'd actually done some plucking before I started filming, but anything that I'm not sure of that's kind of closer to the shape, I'll wait until I fill in my the shape of the brow, and then I'll pluck anything that's outside of that. So then I'll just basically colour in all of that shape. And through the front of the brow, I'll just make sure to have it a little bit more feathery and soft. And then I brush my hairs up with a spoolie and fill in any gaps that exposes. Then I'm taking some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm using this to carve out the underneath of the brows and also as an eye base. So I'm using this on a flat concealer style brush, and I'm just carefully outlining the underneath of the brow with that to create a nice sharp line. And then once I have that line in, I'll just start dragging that concealer down a little bit. And then starting from the lid, I'll basically pull that concealer up to meet what I already have there, and just colour in all of that lid area as my base. And then I'm just blending that with a buffer style brush just to get rid of any streaks and make sure it's nice and even. To set that, I'm using a cream coloured eyeshadow and a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just popping that all over. Next, I'm taking this light creamy shimmer shade from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I'm using that as my highlight. So I'm placing that under the brow, starting at the arch and mainly blending outwards towards the tail and a little bit inwards as well. And then I'm popping that into the tear duct as well, and I'm placing that in a nice wide space and blending it out to really open up the eye. Then I'm taking this cool toned taupey grey shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and that is my transition shade. So again, on a fluffy crease brush, that's going just above the crease line and blending outwards to get a nice soft diffused effect. Then to start adding some of that blue, I'm taking this top blue shade here from this rainbow pan, and on a separate crease brush I'm buffing that into the crease line and blending outwards into the transition shade. And as I'm working, I'll also switch back to my transition shade to help the two just blend together. Then I'm taking this deep blue pigment from Madison Street Beauty. It's called Storm, but I don't believe those pigments are available anymore. So I'm first just packing it onto the outer corner of the lid and a little bit into the crease. And then I'll switch back to my crease brush to really blend that right into the crease line. And I'll also diffuse it out more onto the lid. And then I'll just continue to do that, adding a little bit more colour as I go until I'm happy with the effect. And then with the same pigment on the same brush, I'm just running that along the lower lash line. And then again using my transition shade to help blend that out. Then for liner, I'm using the Inglot 77 gel liner, and I'm using that to line my top lash line and wing it out. I did then have to mix in some Duraline though, because my pot was a little bit dried out. So once I mixed that in, I went back over the liner to thicken it up and wing it out more, and also to smooth out any skipping that the dry gel created. Then I just use that to create a little inner corner point. And then finally for the liner, I applied that to my lower waterline. Next I took the black from the Shade and Light palette on a small little smudger style brush, and I applied that right close to the lash roots of the lower lash line. And then making sure that's blended out with my crease brush. Then taking the Too Faced glitter glue on a detail brush, I'm applying that just over the liner on my lid. And then taking my blue glitter from Stargazer on the same brush, I'm just patting that on over the glitter glue along that line over the liner. And then I'll just go back over my black liner just to make sure I'm covering up any glitter that fell down onto my black. Next I'm just curling my lashes and applying mascara to the top and bottom. And the lashes I'm using today are the 76s from Amore US. And so that completes the eyes. Then I'm just taking some under eye concealer from Inglot on a buffing brush and just applying some of that under the eyes over my dark circles. And then I applied just my foundation and setting powder off camera. Well, actually on camera, because it was for a separate review, so that will be in the next video. So we're going straight into the face powders, and for contour I'm first taking the Inglot Sculpt Powder 507 and I'm going in with that under the cheekbones, under the jawline and around the hairline. And then I'm going back in with Inglot Sculpt Powder 510 and hitting those same areas just a little bit more precise to sculpt them out a little bit more. Then I'm going in with my blush, which actually isn't as light as it's showing up here on camera in front of the bright lights, but I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheeks and blending backwards. For my highlight, I'm using Champagne Pop from Becca, which was a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, and I'm applying that with a fan brush to the tops of my cheekbones and around the temples. For my lip pencil, I'm using another one of my new ones from Kiko. This is the Smart Fusion pencil in 536, and I'm first just outlining my lips with that. And then I'll shade in the corners of my lips. And then I was about to apply my lipstick when I noticed my lip was bleeding, which isn't the look I was going for. I think my lips were just so dry when I was applying my lip liner, it just cracked. But anyway, onto the lip colour, I'm using this NYX lipstick in the number 522. And initially it looked ridiculous. It looked way too light, much lighter than I was expecting, so I just gave it a good rub in a few times and then I applied just another little bit of the lipstick and blended it in well with a brush. And at the time I wasn't totally sure about the lip colour, but it grew on me and I actually quite like it. So that actually is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give a thumbs up by clicking the like button that's down below. That just lets me know that you like this kind of video and really helps me out a lot. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and of course if you would like to. As I said in the beginning, all the products and brushes I use will be listed on my blog with international links, and that will be linked down below in the description box. And you can let me know if you have any comments, questions or requests in the comments down below. But that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!